Okay, should be live, everyone. Welcome to another Friday night live stream. We're back here in the regular setup for a pretty good game, hopefully. Adelaide Hawthorn. Drop your predictions in the comments, and I will take a read of them. If we have anyone in the comments. Sometimes it takes a while out to get that notification because it said we have 20 odd waiting, so I'd like to see that number go up, obviously. I think I predicted a relatively comfortable Adelaide win. Alright, that's all set. So I've got the sub count. It's like dark. It's sort of cool though. I'll fit it on the box. There we go. I'll leave it there. What's the biggest dono? Mate, you could make it the biggest dono if you put a 500 in the chat right now. I would very, very much appreciate that, wouldn't I? Oh no, they've fucked it up. YouTube have fucked it up here. They've got the chat names as the ats. So if you change your channel name, it's just gonna keep it at your handle. I don't know how you call that, the at. Why have they done that? Shit. Why have they done that? Can I like reverse it? Because instead of Andy Munro, it's now Munro Jumpers. Instead of Footy Flicks, it's official Footy Flicks 2YT. Instead of, I don't even know half these people's names. I'm not gonna be able to recognize people. Who's Thick Boy? It could be anyone else. Hey, Cardi. Cheers, mate. Wooden Spoon Dar. Okay, that shouldn't be a hard one to figure out who that is. Buzzy. He called me Buzzy for the next 4 days. Oh, when does it stop? Yeah, 4 days, actually. 4 days until I can change it back. But that means if I chat, I'm not known as Buzz, man. So have I been given a lifeline here? Yeah, it just says Card Man. And if I change the handle, I won't be able to change it back. So people will tell me, oh, you need to change your handle as well. I'm not doing that. Because if I do that, then I'd risk maybe not being able to change it back. Buzz and Woody. I've got the Buzz haircut, kind of. Well, the buzz cut, well, obviously. Actually, no, wait. No, I don't think Buzz has that haircut, a buzz cut. I just would have thought he would have because of the name Buzz, but Buzz Lightyear. He's got that like little... Oh, actually kind of does have a buzz cut. I don't even know if he even has it. He's a toy. That's what he is. Oh, yes. Munro Jumpers did put in the chat. Now I'm going to have to refer you as Munro. I'll just say any Munro. But yeah, get the likes up. Are you going to see Melbourne v West Coast and Marvel? Yeah, I will. I won't go to the whole game. I actually never watched a West Coast game all year. So that's kind of why I want to go, just so I can actually see West Coast in person. Just so I can attend a game of every club. Because West Coast is the only team I haven't yet watched this year. Not like I'm, annoyed about that. The West Coast would be a good team to not watch, but I would like to see a bit of West Coast action. So first half and then Gold Coast Richmond. I'm an idiot though. I haven't even gotten a Collingwood v Brisbane ticket. So for all those that commented pistachio on the tips video, now it's gonna be another instance of me finding a last minute ticket where I could have probably gotten one like a couple of weeks ago, but I don't know why. Apparently they're sold out. I could check now to see if they're not. Maybe there's still a few available. But I just wouldn't have thought a Brisbane game would have been sold out. So I'll get a ticket if I really wanted to go. The username feature, I mean, it's been a thing for a while, but surely there's a way of changing it to if I want it to be a different name. If I want to just be the name, not the handle, I can set it that. Surely they let me do that. Instead, they've given me all these other rubbish that I don't need, like the fan goals and all that. If you want to be a top fan, you've got to message a lot. You've got to... Well, I think the only way of you actually climbing up the ranks is for chatting for longer, becoming a member, or donating. Also, saw over the last few days, they announced that YouTube are going to be targeted as one of the social media platforms to be banned by anyone under 16. So if you're worried around that, don't think that means you can't watch my channel if you're under 16. I think it just means you can't create an account and comment But maybe I'm wrong. If that is the case, it'd sort of be a bit shit. It might mean that the young up-and-coming creators could be affected, but I don't know. I feel like there'll be some ways around it. I don't think they're going to 100% put it into place. They keep hinting at it, but we'll see if it actually does happen. I think it's December 10th. When are you going to get big calls? Who knows? I actually don't want this game's big call to be up because I actually do want a good game on Friday. There's sort of a curse that's been going on this year for the Thursday, Friday games, especially Thursday games, that we just haven't been seeing any close ones. Every game seems to be a blowout. Like last night, 88 points. That was the biggest GWS loss since 2019 Grand Final. Yeah, I was expecting obviously a bit more of a contest. People were tipping GWS thinking that they'd be more superior, but they were wrong with that. I got my margin would have been 83 points, yet I still got the correct tip. That's the biggest Thursday night margin all year. And it's between GWS when they were ahead of the Bulldogs on the ladder. Is this going to affect featuring videos? I don't think so. I don't think it matters if I have... what do you mean by featuring videos? Like, I don't really feature anyone under the age of 16 anymore in my videos, but I mean, technically, it wouldn't matter. Hawks might cook, though. You're saying that it's going to be a big call, correct, but it's just going to be the opposite. So Hawthorn will be up by 18 or more for the whole game after quarter time. Who knows? They're playing the 4 tall, so we'll see how that works. But yeah, put your predictions. I assume everyone's probably tipping Adelaide. I think Adelaide will win comfortably. I think they'll be too strong at home. Too much for a firepower side. Hawthorn have the 4 tall, so will that work? We'll see. I think Crows run away with this. Yeah. Well, I think we're all now just coming to expect these sort of games on the Friday. But the 2 top 8 sides, so if Hawthorn win, they're currently 5th. They'll jump up into the top 4, and I think they'll make finals if they win this. I believe... they've got 13 wins, right? And they've still got Melbourne... I believe, actually, no, they've got 4 more games. So Melbourne would be that win. You would think they need to beat Melbourne. If they don't beat Melbourne, we'll see about the other games. Well, if they win this game, I reckon they make the 8. Be interesting. What Guernsey or Hawthorn wearing? They're not wearing the gold one? I'll put the game up now. I may as well. I just don't like the new feature on YouTube. They're making this platform worse. Adding unnecessary features that okay, it's not, they're not unnecessary. I understand why they want to do this to prevent fake accounts, which is actually honestly a good thing. Maybe I'll just get used to it. Like initially, like people aren't very adjustable to change. People don't like change. Remember when the new scoreboards for Channel 7 and Fox Footy were, announced and all that for the first game, and they just randomly just chucked it up. Everyone was saying it was like an atrocity, and now no one really has an issue with it because it's just because of change. I don't have a problem with the scoreboards. I don't think they're bad. I actually almost think they're better, or just about as good as we've seen. They're not the best scoreboards. Oh, okay. This one was the Guernsey that they wore in Gather Round. They don't play great in this Guernsey, I don't think. I remember they wore this against the Saints. They wore this against the Saints as well. No, Gather Round Guernseys can be used multiple times. It's happened this year a few times. I forgot what St Kilda. I think they wore their candy stripe over Gather Round the Saints, I think. No, they didn't. They wore the red and black stripe one. They actually didn't wear that again. But the Suns have. They actually, I think they're wearing their pink this week against Richmond. And they wore it against Geelong as well. No one's rating anyone whilst I'm mid-streaming. But I'll be actually doing a collab stream with him tomorrow. Eureka Skydeck. He's convinced me. I was probably never going to actually end up doing it, but he told me that you actually can set up a stream in that spot, so I'm going to give it a go. It'd be kind of crazy. doing a stream up there, and then afterwards I'll try to see if I can get the Collingwood-Brisbane ticket. I'll get a Collingwood-Brisbane ticket. They're not hard. I'll try and get 2 as well. Like, really. I know it's a massive game. Everyone's going to want to go, but it won't be a sellout in terms of the fact that there won't be more than 85 there, I reckon. Oh, you can tell what the new feature is. They removed actual names and they've gotten handles. Just in case this game is not a close one after half time, I'm going to chuck a $5 bet on. Probably the only one I'll do for the week. I like to do sort of bigger ones instead of the safe ones. If I do a safe one, it's not that entertaining. I can use a bonus bet. If it's there, I may as well. I don't like the new YouTube update. I'm not sure what else they added to the update, but I just know that that's new. The last time I streamed, it wasn't like that. Like, you don't need ats. Maybe it would encourage people to change their ats to something a little bit more readable. Because official Footy Flicks 2 YT is I'm not reading that out every time I see a message of yours. It's too long. Feels like we've had Adelaide Hawthorn not that long ago. That was round 15. I didn't know they had gaps only of 7 weeks. That's very short. That could be almost a record. When was the last time 2 gaps between games between the 2 same sides was 7 games or less? I thought the minimum was 8. The playlist guy, the $1. Yeah, cheers, mate. Blaze 17. I'm not going to read Blaze 17 YT, so I'm going to have to read Blaze. Yeah, shit. I hope they give you the ability to change that. It's like a choice. Okay. Adelaide pregame. I can hear the... Is that the trumpet? Alright, so they reckon it's a 100% chance that Dawson has 18 or more disposals. I don't know about 100%, but let's say he has... Well, there's no guarantee with Dawson. Let's say he has 23, just something random. Will Day, 20. Jake Soligo, 20. Jack Ginnivan, 18. It's not like this on every stream. Maybe because not every channel has it rolled out. Or, God forbid, it's only rolled out for channels with a certain amount of subscribers. God forbid that. Would be shit. No, I feel like they're going to roll it out for everyone soon. Like that fan fun thing, I didn't have it at the start. I know Chris did. And now everyone's got it. I believe. Well, alright, long one. Long odds. How many legs did I put on here? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alright, I've got 10 there. $320. May as well. Free money. Pretty sure mine has been like that for 2 weeks. Yeah, they roll it out like over a period of time, and it's not consistent. So if you want to call me Buzzman in the chat, you can. You don't have to call me Cardman, but remember after Tuesday next week, it's going to be changed back. Sammy, you're going to get smashed. I don't even really know why you're going, to be honest. Like, you're just sort of wasting your money. I don't know, maybe not. But if you're only going for the footy, it's a waste. There's no way you're winning. Like, you guys are fucking shit. Won't win another game for the rest of the season. Won't get within 30 points for any team. Rightio, no worries. Tips are all set. Fantasy's all updated. And the Hawks have got Will Day and Hardwick. Thanks for the... See, thanks for the $2. I'm getting really annoyed about this update because I can't tell what your name is, if it's someone different or if it's someone that I have in my chats often. How am I going to read that name out? It's sort of shit. But yeah, thanks for the $2, and fair enough. I mean, the Giants game, hopefully it doesn't derail your season. I like the Giants. I would like to see him perform well. That's tackle. That's ball. Good tackle. MS33. Yeah, like, if you're going to be consistent, I'll remember that. That is a hard name to say, though. We're getting smashed this week, then. Well, didn't you tell me 3 weeks ago you'll never go to another Essendon game again this season, and you ended up going to like 2 of them? You probably went last week to the Bulldogs game as well, and you're travelling to Sydney. Thilthorpe, he's got a leg on my multi. He's got 2 goals and 4 marks. Good start. There's a mark. There's a kick inside 50, and there is... What's the what would the line be for this game? Like 20 points? Yeah, you can get into the Essendon cheer squad even if you don't support Essendon. No one wants to rock up to games now. Tex. Sicily. He's been in... Oh, I can't say a purple patch, but he's had 1 good game. He can back it up and hope for something to head into finals. D'Ambrosio to Ginnivan. And that's not a good handball. He gets smothered. You got Nasai last week. In terms of what? Fantasy? Oh, these names... It's just going to have to take a little bit of time to come to adjusting, because it's just very difficult. But if we have a sub goal for this stream, I actually would like to see 55-5-5-5. A 5 times 5. Genuinely, 5 digits of 5. I don't think that'll happen unless the game's good. To Newcomb. I was going to say, Bond in the side didn't even take a read of the lineups. Didn't know he was playing, but there you go. He's got a touch. O'Brien. Not often on the ground. I need Newcomb to get some more of the footy because he was in my draft team for members and not members, sorry, for Miranda, and he's been in terrible form. He got 39 last week. Can you call me Pickman 22? No, I'd rather you not, to be honest. To be honest, it was supposed to be a good game for a change, and it turned out to be a bummer. Are you replying to someone? It's hard to know who anyone's replying to, but if you're talking about last week, oh, last night, yeah. So the ball's lived in the Adelaide forward 50 so far. Well, kind of, you're right. Dingo Dogman. Like, I've never seen you, but I've seen the profile picture. That's Pat Kaz. See what I mean? Like, I didn't know who that was. Far out. And that's going to be confusing for, like, new viewers. It's like, oh, who's Pat Kaz? I can't see him. Yeah, you're now known as Dingo Dogman. Unless you want to change it to Patkaz, or if you want me to call you that, I'm gonna forget. Impy Marks. Fun fact: Impy liked an Instagram reel of mine this week. Well, I do remember Grookey. Yes, yeah, you're the guy that always comments all the punishments. Because if your name's similar to your handle, if your username is similar to your handle, then yeah. No, I've noticed that in Munro. I've got another account where I just follow AFL players just in case. Like every once in a while, I monitor to see what plays. Oh, that's not going to go through. I do notice Impy is more on the socials in terms of liking. Like some players are on it a lot more. Like a lot of the Richmond draftees. You probably noticed that yourself as well. Well, I only just that was only a thing like a couple of weeks ago. I decided to do that. So I'm not going to follow them all on my own account because that's too many following. I don't want to bombard it. Here we go, Ginnivan. Oh, where's the kick? Mitch Lewis. How good are they on the ground ball? That was a terrible handball. Key needs to be careful. That's good from the Crows. Better defense. One of the better defense in the league this year. I think they're second for points conceded. Sicily, good start. Still no first goal. Maybe this will be a bit of a scrap. Perfect conditions though. You've got to give a credit to Adelaide fans though. Like all the members show up. I know they're first or second on the ladder, but all of the members are showing up. The Hawthorn cheer squad's quite empty. Emptier than I would have expected. Marco, I'd like to have a kickoff. If I don't recognise your name, it might be because it's a different name that I'm reading, but yeah, I mean, I don't know when I'll next do a kickoff with any subscribers or anything like that, but it wouldn't be too bad. Alright, so no goals yet. Who do I need to kick goals for this game? Let's have a look. Rankin, Keys, Watson, Thilthorpe, Gunston. Gunston for 2. Now, he plays Adelaide over well. He kicked 6 against the Power, so I'm alright with that. Yeah, I would figure that you'd be one of my subscribers. No difference, Taylor. You better not be Jason Prime. I feel like that is a Jason Prime account if I've ever seen one. But it doesn't matter who it is. Next stream, can you put a mini screen of the... No. Can't do that. Be cool if I could though, obviously. Like a little small... Maybe a tiny screen could potentially I could get away with it, but it's not worth the risk at all. Because good chance I'm not allowed... Actually, definitely I'm not allowed to do that. So eventually they'll catch on. All it takes is someone to report me. Like I've seen smaller channels get away. Here we go, Gunston. Slot this. Yes, he's got it. He's slotted it. And he's kicked the first for Hawthorn. Do you see the Hawks making the 8? If they win this game, I do, because they've got 13 wins, so 15 wins should be good with their percentage. They've got a pretty good percentage compared to a few of the other sides around them, like Freo. Not Bulldogs, but I think they need to win one more of these tough games, like maybe Collingwood. I could see them winning against Collingwood. I don't think they'll beat Brisbane, though. But Brisbane and Hawthorn seem to always play at the G recently. Statistically, it might be, Jack, for primetime games. I know Thursday games, the only game under 6 points was Essendon North Melbourne, and that wasn't even a very good game at all. I'd say the 3 best Thursday games this year would be the Geelong Bulldogs game on Thursday and Adelaide Geelong for the gather round. Those 2 games were great. Just a free-flowing, high-scoring game of footy for both. Maybe the game up in Darwin as well. Gold Coast Hawthorn. I'd say that would be an option. Oh, look how quick Watson's going. Good tackle, though, from Bond. Feels like a finals footy atmosphere. Felt like that when Freo and Hawthorn played. Taylor, you're just talking nonsense now. I don't know why you're trying to bring this up. There's no hit rate, mate. Watson tries to play for the free there. I don't know if he was or not, or if he genuinely slipped over. Well, if you want to make engaging streams, I want number one, have it watchable in terms of the quality. Like if your audio is hard to listen to, like if you just don't have a quality enough mic, that's going to be hard. Oh, wowee. Dylan Moore. I'm not saying that if you don't have a mic, you can't stream at all, but I'm just saying that helps a lot. But that is just one thing of a lot. So you can have the best equipment of all time, and if you don't know how to entertain and keep an audience and get them back to return, then you're not going to get an audience. You need to actually start somewhere. 16 months. Oh, I've missed Coast Club's message. Yeah, well, I'm not going to read that last comment. That's a bit cringe, but thank you, Coast Club. Well, Adelaide do it as well, Mandy. Hawthorn probably do it more, but Adelaide also do it. Certain Hawthorn players do it at least. Certainly, certain Adelaide players, I should say. Obviously, Ginnivan and Watson do it the most for Hawthorn, but others do. I don't really give a shit about free-to-air Saturday nights, personally, because you can just watch them on KO, and a lot of the time I'm at the footy anyways. But yeah, like, I think they should bring it back, but it doesn't affect me that much. Anyway, this is a perfect start for Hawthorn. Adelaide haven't been bad. Their pressure, like, just a couple of maybe slight mistakes have maybe led to these 2 goals. But the Hawks, well, they've been good, but Adelaide haven't been bad. So they've been up for the contest. This is another opportunity. Eamon. Yeah, see, that's not a good kick, but look at Gunston. Wow, that's brilliant. He's kicked his second. And that's the first leg of the multi-hit already. He plays the Adelaide Oval. He loves this ground. This is a perfect start for the Hawks. I've already fucked my big call up. I don't think it's going to happen now. I can't see the margin going. Oh, I mean, unless Hawthorn just smash Adelaide here, but that would be one of the big upsets. Gunston, what a goal. He picked it up. Well, he sort of half followed it, and he runs around, no pressure, and he slots it. Again, go the Hawks. Ginnivan on the wing. Ward. Where's Gunston? Is that Deer? See, this is a very good start from the Hawks. They're just pressuring him now. Just getting repeat entries. Making the Crows panic. Crows haven't been under this much pressure for a very long time. Was that their last loss? The Hawthorn game? Potentially, because I think after that game, the Crows had a bye. So Adelaide and Hawthorn, the Hawks play well against the Crows normally. They smashed them last year. Yeah, g'day Chris. I didn't change your password, by the way. I don't know what's happened, but maybe it's logged me out as well. I haven't actually checked. Good mark. Thilthorpe gets his second. No, I get it. I understand why you'd ask, but like, there's been no reason why I would change the password to an account that I don't own. Like, that'd be very scummy if I did that. I don't know, maybe UCAT potentially, but he wouldn't do it either. I wouldn't have thought. Why didn't the Giants run YD? Hey, I don't know what YD is supposed to mean, so I can't answer the full question. Thilthorpe isn't playing back, but sometimes they gets moved around if they're currently under a lot of. They just need something, like they just need a target to clear it out, and that's probably why he was there. He's currently back into the normal spot he normally plays, but he can move up around the ground like Thilthorpe because he's a good marking target. Yesterday, just say yesterday. I don't think anyone refers to yesterday as YD. Isn't YD like a clothing brand? But your second lowest pressure rate doesn't surprise me. There was a certain moment of the game where the Dogs had 36 possessions in a row consecutively. It's damning when you're heading into finals. Dawson marks. Hopefully he has a big game so he could sort of still be in contention for the Brownlow, because he's been good still, but he hasn't been dominant as of late. It's just been good. Yeah, Thilthorpe in the forward line, so he's not playing back. Crows are the most dangerous forward line, just about. We've got options everywhere. Soligo gets it out. Keys. Neil Bullen gets caught. Battle. Oh, not Buttle. Nash. Have Crows started a game goalless in any quarter? Worse than any game that West Coast played in 2023. Yeah, that's terrible. 51 minus contested. That's terrible. O'Brien with a free kick here. So I might maybe. I've accidentally paused it by doing that. Oh, good mark battle. I'll have to actually go back into K so I can get it back to the live broadcast. I need to upgrade headphones. These really aren't that good. They don't cover your whole ear either. They're more for like video calls. Like if you're in an office. Not at all for what I use it for. Which one's right? Which one's supposed to be the right one? Oh wait, there we go. LR. Your hair colour sort of resembles Hawk. Yeah. Oh, Simon, how are you? Sort of just hard to read names. I've been sort of getting trying to get used to this new update. It's sort of hard, but I'm going alright, mate. Curtin. Oh, that was push. Could have been a free kick. They reckon Curtin's a lock for the Rising Star. I haven't been watching heaps of. Oh, well, that's why. Apparently he's actually been a top 15 player in the last 6 weeks of any player. So that's probably a Rising Star then for sure. Oh, Walker went up, but a good mark from Scrimshaw. Yeah, you'd be one of a few that tip Hawthorn, but it's a good start though in this game for your tip. Crows have found things a bit tougher in this game. The centre clearances to Hawthorn as well. I don't know if it's just centre or stoppage, but they've been dominated by Hawthorn earlier on. Good work, Worrell. Chol did well. McDonald. Day. Get rid of it. There's a disposal. McDonald. That could be a free kick to Hawthorn for holding the man. Yeah, because he only had it for like a split second. Cole Shadia. So Adelaide, if they lose this and then they lose that game against Collingwood they've got later in the year, then they won't get a home qualifying final, I reckon. I reckon this is probably really good if you're a Geelong or a Brisbane fan right now. Because Geelong will finish ahead of Hawthorn. I think we all know that. Gunston tries. Dylan Moore, he's kicked one already. Nash hasn't. Moore. Watson. Brilliant! Utterly brilliant from the Hawks. And they've kicked the first 4. And I think I just see Huntsman in the crowd. And I have him as anytime goal scorer. This is a perfect start. 2 legs have hit in the first quarter already. Nicknames is fun on Fox Footy. Yeah, well, apparently yesterday they didn't really commit to actually using first names. It was sort of like a half-assed attempt at it. That's what David King said on radio. I haven't noticed it though in this game yet, but I'm sure I will. So yeah, good to pick up on that. I'll see how it goes, how they refer to their names. Adelaide get a rare centre clearance. Rankin, will this be the response? Not a good kick though. Should have. Which station? Oh, I'm pretty sure it was an SCN. Him and Kane Corns. Like, I don't listen to any of that stuff live, but I do listen to some of the replays. Probably one of the best footy minds, I would say, David King. That's probably going to be a free kick again. So it's going to come back actually. Drop mark, and he fell over Peatling. Unlucky, D'Ambrosio. Good kick. Very good kick. And it's going to be 50. Everything's going wrong for Adelaide so far. This is an extremely surprising start. Like, we finally got 2 games between top 8 sides, and then we're still getting blowouts. This really shakes up the A, but I don't hate it. I don't hate the fact that it shakes up the A because it makes it more interesting. Because no one would have no one was assuming that the Hawks would win this game. Everyone was marking this down as an Adelaide win. Phil Thorpe, good work. Soligo. I expect Adelaide to come back. They haven't really been blown away in any game this year. I can't recall the last time they got smashed this season, if they have. Their losses have been, like Collingwood, it was pretty close. Gold Coast was close. GWS, it's a bit of an anomaly game. Geelong was pretty close. And Hawthorn was close. They haven't been smashed in any game, so they're not going to get smashed, I don't reckon. But see how long Hawthorn can keep up this pressure for, because their pressure would be up there with one of the best pressure ratings. Oh my. Soligo, Dawson have had 1 and 2 disposals. And Scholl reaches over for a diving mark. Soligo, they say he's only under the 1. I swear I've seen him at least a couple times. Well, I look at the stats. The top leading disposal for Adelaide, they're all defenders. None of the midfielders are getting any of the footy. It's 67-84. Sligo's had 1 disposal. That's That's disappointing. Chol for goal number 5. Ah, well, Andy. You win some, you lose some. And he slotted it. That's no problems with that. At all. Shock ball. Genuinely shock ball. Okay, I didn't see this coming now. Kick the first goal, kick the second goal. Alright, whatever. I expect Adelaide to bounce back, get the next one. But no. They've kicked the next 3, and now it's 5. Well, that's probably going to be the case for tonight again. You win some, you lose more. I can't tell you the last time I got up in a multi. Because I never try... when I do them, I always just... like, I put one on every week or two. And they're like to win $200 or $300. Oh, actually, not always. Sometimes it's to win like 40 or 50. But they're never tiny ones. So, yeah. Probably lose tonight, but... the Crows are looking like losing this one so far. And they're not great at the Adelaide Oval, are they? The last couple of performances against... well, actually, against the Crows, they're good. And if you look at the record in the last 20 games, it's 14-6. I'll get the ball back again. Meek. Well, they're going to win it in the air again. They've got the forwards. They've got the tall forwards. Soligo needs to pick up his pace with disposals because he only had 2. And same with Jordan Dawson, to be honest. Ginnivan again. He's been everywhere. There's Dawson. Give it to Soligo. Curtin's been Adelaide's best player. Just about. Rankin. Oh, Barras. The tackling has been awesome. And I reckon that should be ball. It is. Yeah, definitely. Because he ran through him. Oh, dear. Oh, that's very close to being a mark. He almost got a full piece of that. I thought he almost was stiff there. Watson somehow released it out of traffic. Ginnivan, can he keep it in? He does. D'Ambrosio, another chance for the Hawks. Danger signs for the Crows. Neil Bullen couldn't quite find it. Good fist. Dylan Moore. Deer. Ward, that was actually. Got 3 names. 3 for the price of 1. I reckon any longer, maybe another split second, and that's a mark to Deer. That would have been a very good mark. I mean, mark of the day so far. Curtin. They haven't missed a tackle, Hawthorn. They have not missed a tackle. That kid in the crowd, I'm almost certain I saw him at a game once. That's a bit stiff. It's a good tackle, but that is stiff to be holding the ball. Well, like Curtin, would you expect him to kick it straight away? Like, that was stiff. This really legitimises Hawthorn. This really legitimises Hawthorn. That almost went through. Well, when you apply the pressure that Hawthorn have been applying in this first quarter, then you don't need to be that skilled in the midfield. Because they're just winning first possession. But, I mean, they are winning all the centre clearances as well. A minute to go. So, Adelaide have a minute to kick their first, or they're going to go goalless in the quarter. And that was very unexpected. Have the Saints been goalless in the first quarter this year? Imagine Adelaide go goalless in the first before the Saints. Hawk flag could be back. Well, I think Bulldogs will make the 8 now. Soligo, that's another one. That's good. I don't care where that goes. Just get him more. Because Soligo is my big worry with 1. There you go. Millerer. Fogarty. They've got time still here. Can the Fog put this one through? There you go. Finally, they needed that. They desperately needed that at a good time as well. And that's a spark that'll get them going. Missing the 8 with 15 wins as well. And I think it's going to happen. If Hawthorn win this especially as well, I think every team will win at least 2 more games. Freo will beat Carlton and Port, I reckon. The Bulldogs will beat 3 of the next 4. Oh, they've got 3 more games, actually. It might all come down to the Fremantle v Bulldogs game in round 24. So that means I don't think I'm travelling round 24. I'll watch the Saints game at home. Because that'll be a big game as well for the Giants after tonight, or last night. So they avoid a goalless first quarter, Adelaide, just. I think they can announce the fixture. Like, if they haven't got it announced by the start of next round, there are problems. So you've got to announce it now. Especially with how long of a round it's going to be with like the start and the finish and the amount of games. You do it quickly. Curtin again. I wonder if they count it as a stat. I think he kicked it after the siren. Probably has been the best player for Adelaide, Curtin, but we'll see what the viewers think of that. But yeah, good start for the whole. Not even a good's an understatement. A great start. This is similar to the Dogs game. Hawthorn have just been relentless. Adelaide haven't been that bad. I think it's been more Hawthorn, how good they've been. They're not allowing Adelaide to get anything. Like, they're getting... None of their footy has been in the forward half, their possessions. I looked at the heat map, like, genuinely nothing. Crom lock in. Well, actually... Yeah, no, you wouldn't want them to win Hawthorn. I just realised, you're Bulldogs. That's the last thing you want right now. But it might mean you could get a final against the Hawks if you finish 7th. Or even 8th. Hawthorn could finish 5th here. Well, your last loss was against the Hawks, so they actually play well against Adelaide. I think the last time they lost was it would have been 2023 at UTAS in a close game. I think this could end up being a close game, so I've got confidence. Adelaide are the real deal, I reckon, but if they get smashed tonight, then that'll change my mind a little bit. Out of 19 games, the Crows have only beaten the Hawks 4 times. Yeah, I think in the last 20 games... Well, to be honest with you, I don't know if this is accurate. I got this through ChatGPT, but they've been good with getting the head-to-head stats. That's the only thing they've been good at getting. Everything else I don't use it for. So I have it 6-14, 14-6. I think it's been more about the tools, though, for Hawthorn in this game. All of them look like a threat. Chol, he had mark on a goal. Deer looks like he's an aerial threat. Obviously, Gunston. But then when they get the ball to ground, you got Dylan Maud, you got Nick Watson. Go time. That's a bit of a ridiculous statement. It's the first quarter. It hasn't been a snooze fest game. It's been a high pressure, quite a more of a finals type quality game. Make that assumption if it's 30 plus points in the second quarter. Crom score 20 goals a week. Now they want to put up 7 when we need them to win. Yeah, true. You're also Bulldogs, aren't you? Just saw the score. Yeah, you're probably just going by the score then. It's not just because it's a... That doesn't mean it's a snooze fest all the time, just because the margin's big, though. Last night, I reckon I spent a good 2 hours just researching the possibilities of if Jeremy Cameron would kick 100 goals, just like going through if it happens, when would he reach it, if it'll be a grand final, could he do it in the home and away season, or what are his recent, how his recent form have fared against these 4 sides he has coming up. And I've watched videos on YouTube of the last time Buddy kicked it and Gehrig and Lloyd and shit like that. It just got me like fantasizing if it'll happen, which I hope it does. But I hope it's not in the grand final, because that could make things really messy for the AFL. I reckon there's a really good chance the AFL might tell the fans not to do it. But I think the fans are still probably going to do it if it happens in the last quarter. Or not in the last game of the year. Well, I heavily doubt it'll be in the last quarter. What am I fucking talking about? In the home, Jesus Christ, in the home and away season. Grand final, 30 seconds to go. If it happens after the sign, though, that'll be... Well, never happen again if a player kicks 100 after the sign to win a grand final, let alone just in general, if he kicks a goal to win it. Yeah, look, it'll probably happen. The fans will run out in the field. But it'll kind of, like, delay the celebrations. Because it'll be... Like, the fans aren't going to want to leave the stadium after they've won the flag. So they're not going to have their regular celebrations. It would be shit if the Cats were getting smashed in a final and he did it. Like, especially if you're a Cats fan, would you really be celebrating the moment that much? Like, it was a prelim and the Cats were down by 45 against Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval and he kicked it in the last quarter. You'd almost have more Adelaide fans run on the ground. Like, Chris Galt wouldn't be in the commentary box smiling, I don't reckon. He'd just be like, get this shit over with. Potentially, they might not want him to kick the 100 in that moment. I'm changing my channel name back, guys. It's only a temporary channel name change. Alright, let's just have a look at the multi. A bit of a multi-watch here. So, it's looking alright. The cash out's at $1.67 when I put 5 on it, but it's still looking alright. Dawson and Soligo just the 3 each, but it's okay, because Adelaide will get a quarter or two when they get their game going, I still reckon. And when that happens, that'll pick up their disposal count. And I reckon that's when I'll see Thilthorpe and Keys and hopefully Rankin get goals. Who was the last for the 100, buddy? Yeah. Soligo, there you go. That's a good start. Berry. Now find Thilthorpe, and that'll be perfect. No, Sicily. Now, he's been a real concern for Hawthorn this year. Like, when I went to Hawthorn St Kilda, every single time he went near the footy, he'd make a mistake, and he'd keep the Saints in it. But last week against Carlton, he found form. For Hawthorn's sake, they need him to be at his best. So, he's been good. You remember the Buddy Hunt? Well, you went to that game. Missed out on 4K, unfortunately. What do you mean? You put like a bet on. What you should have done, Go Tom, you should have, I don't know if you did this, I can't remember, but you should have, like, I don't know, like, prepared for the moment better after the, third quarter. Try and, like, head down to level 1, because I felt like the game was done by that point, and just wait. Or maybe even walk down the aisle and just wait to try and be one of the first few running on the ground, because it's a moment that very rarely happens now in footy. People thought that would have potentially been the last ever time. I always said to myself that it would happen again at some stage. Could be this year. So that's why I want to be a part of it. Walker wants a free kick there. Rankin gets it out. If Jez is on like 90 goals with a game to go against Richmond, I reckon there's a chance if they're up by like 30 plus especially. Wait. Why can I hear myself twice? Wait. Why can I hear myself twice? Bear with me, I can hear myself twice. My stream just decided to play out of the blue. Didn't even turn it on. Yeah, then I'll definitely try to go to the game. I'd almost go to the game over the Saints game. Just in case. Could kick 10 against Richmond in the last game. Anyway, we're over assuming everything. People are setting the bar too high. Like, he needs to average a good 7 goals, 6 goals a game. It's not easy. Dawson and finds Neil Bollen. Dawson getting a bit more of the footy. That's good. Adelaide have been all over Hawthorn early on. 3-0 on the inside 50 count. He's too unselfish. Nah, I think the players are going to just feed him the footy. He wasn't really unselfish against the Kangaroos last week. And Brandon, mate, I don't think Blake wants to hear that at all. Missed it. Is he the only player on the Crows list with a premiership? And you could make the argument it's a fake premiership. No, it's not. But if I was a D's fan, I'd be livid. Obviously, they've been an unlucky club in the recent history. But the one flag they do get, it's a year they can't go to the game. And they're not going to get another flag with that list again. They had 2 good chances in 2022 and 2023, and they threw it away. Especially in 22. They threw it away multiple times. Like that Brisbane game, they were up by 5 goals and fucked it up. Oh, what the hell? What's the timer doing? Never reset. I'll say there's one good thing about this YouTube ban. If it bans people under the age of 16 of commenting, then I won't have people like TomGo9704 putting in the most useless shite in the chat. Because there's not a chance that guy's over the age of 11. So Newcomb. Nash. Miller was there. Cholu's headband. Free kick, Adelaide, Keane. Keane's been Adelaide, one of their best as well. Oh, AFL Talks is in real trouble. If they really want to knuckle down and put it into place and it's strict with it. He's probably crying right now still. No, he'd be watching this going, I'm actually surprised not in the chat chatting shit about Adelaide fans. They'll ban comments and interactions, I reckon. Which would be a little bit disappointing. As a channel with a few of those people that would normally comment. Here we go. Fogarty. They got it back there. Impey, well done. How long did go time? Yeah, just ban that channel, I reckon. Like almost a perma ban. Because they'll get permanently banned from commenting anyways. They can still watch and all that. I don't know if they can like or anything. But they'll still watch. Oh, Thilthorpe drops it! Shit! He's kicked it though. Somehow. There's a leg ticked. But it's semi-annoying that it wasn't a mark because I have him for 4. Mate, I actually could be a good chance in this. The cash out to the dollar, I reckon that's bullshit. I reckon Saligo and Dawson lift. Why is there an Adelaide fan in the cheer squad? There was a bloke with an Adelaide Guernsey right in the middle of the Hawthorn cheer squad. Is it green? Oh, I just noticed that. I'm colourblind, Jimbo. So when I quickly rushed and added the colour, it looked yellow initially. I didn't bother checking to see if it was actually yellow. Anyways, Walker, here we go. Crows are dangerous right now. Dawson. He lifts when he needs to lift. He lifts when he needs to lift, the captain. And the Crows are back in the game. And my big call screwed. And AFL Talks can go stuff himself because his team might choke. It's how good Jordan Dawson is. He doesn't have to be a star when all of the other teammates are doing their role, but when the Crows need someone to dig deep and fight something, Dawson's the man. Any international fans? Yeah, there are some. Maybe some watching, they just haven't chatted. They should have stuck the tackle there. Newcomb was on the floor, but if he stuck that tackle... Oh, they probably do win now. They're looking real dangerous, but hopefully Hawthorn stay in this. I want to see a good game. I'm really looking forward to this game if it stays this way, because Hawthorn, after Adelaide obviously found this response in the second, they'll fight back. They'll have their moment. Yeah, I might actually do Supercoach next year and actually try in it. It's too late for me to start trying now. I made a team in round 2 and I left it as that team for the rest of the year because my mates were doing they have a league and they asked me to join it and I joined it, but I didn't bother making any trades because I was more involved in fantasy. I do. I put one on AFL 18 just in case this game would go to shite, but it might not be necessary to have one, but it's very much alive. I'll tell you what my multi is. Dawson for 23, he's on 6. Will Day for 20, he's on 9. Saligo for 20, he's on 4. He needs to lift his game, but I reckon if Adelaide lifts, Saligo lifts. Just looking for number 14, he's not there. Ginnivan for 18. That's the thing, you can put random amounts. So 18, he's got 8. Thilthorpe for 2 goals, he has 1. Thilthorpe for 4 marks, he has 2. We'll be hearing that song on Sunday. Guns for 2 goals, he's got 2. Rankin for any time. Keys for any time. Watson any time. The payout's 340. But the fact that it's on track is not a bad start. I think he gets rising star. I haven't been paying close attention to Adelaide games as of late because for whatever reason when Adelaide are on, I'm just not watching. But he's been very good today, and I think he's just been going at a similar level the last 6-7 weeks. Champion Data have him like as one of the better players in the last 7-8 weeks in the comp. And I've been hearing everyone talking him up, so I think he probably wins it. Oh, I got reset by the school. Yeah. I rarely win because I only do it every now and then for the sake of it. Come on, Saligo. He's on 5 now. Because I don't want to let it depend. Like, I don't want to depend on these for my enjoyment of the game. People sometimes only watch footy for multis and bets. That's not me. 680. I reckon the best I've done is like 120. I don't win very often. You could win it as a third-year player, Blaze. Isn't that what Ollie Dempsey did last year? It's slightly unfair, but I don't think it matters heaps. It's like, to me, a Rising Star Award always felt like it should have been a first-year player. Well, I thought it was that until like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I realised it was eligible to players that have played less than 10, starting that year that I think played 3 seasons or less, or whatever it was. Because it's a little bit unfair. Like, you've got more years of development and more years in the system for those second, third year players as opposed to the first year players. But I don't think it matters that much. But it doesn't. It doesn't matter that much. But it is unfair to the first year players that have played more than 10 games. I do agree with that. Because as of late, we've seen more second, third year players win it now. Assuming Curtin wins it this year, which is fucking ironic. Last year I predicted Curtin to win the Rising Star, and people laughed at me. Dawson slots his second. Dawson. Sorry, I was reading another comment. He's kicked 2 in a row, and it's a 5-point margin. Should have had Dawson to kick 2. It's a 3-vote performance. He's standing up. He wants to win the Brownlow. I think it'll be top 3. It'll be top 5. Him. The top 5 for the Brownlow, I'm pretty certain, will be Anderson. I don't reckon Rao will sneak in the top 5. Because I think Anderson has had more 3-vote games. And he's been more consistent in terms of the, I reckon, in what will poll well in the Brownlow. And then Dawson, Smith, Nick Dacos, and who's the 5th player? Probably, who's the 5th? Who was the 5th? Did I say Dawson? Could be Nasiah Wangneen Miller. Bont, it could be Bont. But I think he's missed too much at the start of the year. No, but it could be Naz if he has another big month. It could be Sarong. But I think that's a guarantee. Those 4 in the top 5. And then the 5th will be whoever. I reckon that's a guarantee, though. It's still been close go time. You know, Dacos having a really good year. Yeah, maybe I'll call him Darson for now. I don't know why I called him Darson. I definitely read a comment and I just had I was going to say Dar, and then I saw and I had to say Dar. Yeah. I did see that, Andy. I know why they're doing it, but if it's for the only to try and get Naz, I think it's too desperate. I don't think it's going to really do much. But apparently we were looking at getting him anyways. Before this Naz talk. You watched the Dreamworld vlog? Yeah, it was alright. I didn't stay for that long. They didn't really want to stay for heaps of time because I won't lie, Dreamworld isn't as good as some of the other theme parks like Movie World, but it was alright. Like the dry and drop was fun. I would have gone on it again, but they didn't want to. Soligo still on 5. It's okay. If he can maybe get 8 or 9 by half time, I'll be okay with that. I'll be satisfied. Free kick to Barras, I would have thought. No! Tex. I thought Keeler was signed to be mates with Naz. I don't know, but he was mates with Filippo when he was drafted. Both being SA products in the 2023 draft. Mate, Gunston is... You can't really say Gunston retire. Oh, Thilthorpe. Beautiful. That's another mark. There'll be another goal. It's all going in my favour. He is a top 5 player in the competition, I reckon, Thilthorpe. I reckon Thilthorpe, Darcy, Dacos, Bont, and maybe Naz almost top 5. And Jezza, actually. That's my top 6. Oh, he's missed it. No, he's just got it. It looked like I was going to deviate. And the Crows had the last 5. And they're in front. But who didn't see this coming? Crows out of nowhere in front. Oh, it's so stupid, Jimbo. It's actually bullshit because it's hard for me to determine who's who in the chat now for some people because they've got different handles and names. I think it's to prevent fake accounts, potentially, but it's going to take me a bit of time to adjust if they're going to keep it that way. But at least I can understand who's who for the most part. Like, I know you're Jimbo, I know the playlist guy, I know some who have different handles. You're not playing on Sunday? No point. I'm not even going to make finals. Not to sound like a dickhead or anything. Oh, there's the Sligo. But I'd be better off just going to the Saints. Swag wants to go with me because my dad is going to my sister's footy game, so I've got an extra ticket. Well, I'll probably go to a few finals for Wattle Park, but I won't be eligible to play, even if I play this week, so can't be fucked. Especially if I'm going to the Collingwood v Brisbane game, and people wanted me to vlog that game. I'll stay up late and edit. I'll be unprepared to play. Oh, that's a mark. Oh, I think it's a mark. Well, let's see, actually. How long did he hold on to it for? No, it's a mark, I reckon. Assuming Rezzies and all that still remains for Wattle Park next year, I'll try to play more games. Be more of a mainstay in the side. It's never really the case this year because it was just too difficult with all the travel and all that. Zach Taylor. I don't know much about this guy at all. Definitely not a mainstay player. They're going to pay a free kick against Battle. No, it's not going to be that much of a concern, Jimbo, because I think it'll just more so prevent them from being able to make content or comment, and that's almost a better thing for me. There'll be less hacks in the chat. They can still watch and all that under their parents' accounts, I think still, but they just can't. I don't know what it'll be, but I'm almost certain that's what I've been hearing. Hawthorn need to respond here. Gunston Marks on the lead. Nah, if viewership drops crazy, I'll be surprised. I don't think shouldn't have much of an effect. People will find a way around it. Do you think kids won't find a way around it? Do you think they're just going to accept the ban and never use YouTube again? And I don't think it'll last long, like Go Tom said, I'm sure, because it's an educational service for kids. So I think it's to prevent them from being able to watch restricted content like a lot more. And none of my content's restricted. Like if you're watching a footy card video, that's not restricted in the slightest. Levi Ashcroft to win the Rising Star. I think it's Curtin now. I think he passed him in the rankings a couple of weeks ago. Anyways, I'm just looking for number 14. Unless potentially they're getting. Nah, then who was going to tag Saligo? Oh, Taylor, get rid of it. Yeah, 11 of 4 inside 50s. Hawthorn haven't found basically any targets. Ginnivan couldn't find the mark. Neil Bullen does very well to extract it out, but had to throw. He's only had like 4 games. Mate, there's a reason he's leading the odds with the Rising Star on like all the betting platforms. That's not guaranteeing him to win it at all, but oh, good stuff, Barras. Probably would be better if you're under 16. You get permission from the folks who create. I thought it was always like that, though. But does anyone remember Copper, like 5 years ago? They banned... There was like a period where everyone was scared that you were going to get, like, fucked if you made content that was aimed at children. That's why everyone had to set it as, like, this content's not aimed for kids. And, like, all of these channels got their comments banned and they'll risk getting huge fines and all that. That didn't last long. I got scared at the moment because I was actually getting affected by that. But no one really cares about that anymore. So I think it'll be like this. There's no way you're going to prevent kids from watching their favourite YouTubers. So I think people are overreacting about it. Yeah, it's dumb, Jimbo, but don't worry about it too much. Like, it's not going to affect anyone that doesn't make content. Unless you are under 16, then maybe it will. I don't know. Did you hear that, Andy? Top 2 pressure sides in the com, Hawthorn. Adelaide, I'm not surprised about. Hawthorn. I know they're a pretty good pressure side, but no, they're top 2. All the politician appearance, so they're acting on behalf of themselves. True. Free kick Dawson. Saligo's worrying me a little bit. Dawson is doing well now. He's picking up big time. He's on 54 fantasy as well. Those 2 goals clearly help. Walker, really good smother from D'Ambrosio. Probably stops a certain goal. Ginnivan has actually done nothing since the first quarter. Keys. Oh, I need him for a goal as well. Him and Rankin. Well, I think that smother would have saved a goal there, that smother from D'Ambrosio. But it's been locked in Adelaide's forward 50. It's been a tale of 2 quarters, really. Or 2 halves in this first half. O'Brien. Walker wants a free, go out. My thoughts on Dangerfield eating a kebab. Why was that even a news story? Is that like a shock that he's eating a kebab? Maybe on the bench, potentially, but he's subbed out. Don't see an issue with that. Go, Rankin. Oh, that's brilliant! How has that gone through? They're going to go upstairs. Now they're having a bit of a brawl. For whatever reason. That's a goal, I reckon, though. I reckon he kept that in. Let's have a look at the umpire callers. I assume it was a goal, right? Look, it's not a... Well, clearly that was a kick from Thilthorpe, but let's see if he kept it in. Yeah, it's a goal. Didn't throw it, he sort of slapped it. Not a... Would that count as a goal assist? I don't know if that counts. If you tap it to a play, that's a goal assist, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a disposal. I actually don't know. Has to be a goal. That's about as clear of a, or as pure of a goal assist you can get. Well, it should account as one at go time. Like, I don't know how the Supercoach scoring system works, but Rankin should get points for that. Wooden spoon data. Yeah. So you must not be 100%. Look, it should make more sense if it does, because plays like that don't happen very often, so you should reward the players. But maybe, yeah, maybe it's just a direct disposal. Rankin, I would have wanted him to kick the goal, though, to be fair, because I do need him for a goal. Mate, this quarter has been so much of a change. Sicily, who's been quiet in this quarter, takes a mark. Needs to maybe slow the pace down a little bit. Just try and find marking targets around the ground. Mitch Lewis has been quiet. But you could say the exact same thing about every Hawthorn player in this quarter. Like, Ginnivan's one of those players who right now needs to find the footy. Does Rankin already have 2 goal assists? Who actually started that? Was that Walker? Soligo. Just don't get caught. Because I said he's my big worry. Alright, Thilthorpe with 4 marks. Not a worry anymore. Nah. Somehow. Who's that 19 again? I want to ensure I never forget his name again. Because he's apparently played 20 odd games, but I just don't see him often enough on the side to remember anything about him. Zach Taylor. Did okay there. I don't remember you from the IRL stream, to be honest. Because I can't even understand who's who in the chat still with these new name changes. Under 16s will get banned, not us. Yeah, we've already talked about it. I don't want to continue talking about it. It's not really a great topic. Positive topic. It's always one that causes a bit of distress to some. Hawthorn have been scoreless. Yeah, what the fuck? After an incredible start, they've gone scoreless. For the first time in 21 years. Yeah, you're right, Simon. If you're on the right end of the... and you wanted to see goals down your end, you've not been very fortunate with that. Free kick, Hawthorn. I'll say that again. Still 2.5 minutes to go. Longer quarter. And it's, again, Mark Keane continuing his form in the first. Apparently he's leading the ranking points in Supercoach. Soligo. Don't fuck this up. Find like a Rankin or a Keys. Thilthorpe, who's already kicked 3. He's so dangerous. Could kick a big bag of 5 or 6. And I honestly wouldn't put it past someone like him or Darcy to kick 100 almost in a season one year. And Walker just too strong. Wow, this could become a blowout if Hawthorn aren't careful in the second half. True, good viewing for the hill. This will make it a 6-goal second quarter, and a pretty high scoring quarter that would be. There'd be 6 goals with a few 6 goals, 6. 12 scoring shots to 0. It's probably the most dominant quarter I've seen from a club in a while. Between 2 top 8 sides in one of those games. I know Bulldogs had a second quarter to remember last night. I keep fucking it up. But 6 goals, 6 to 0. Can't remember the last time a 12 to 0 scoring shot quarter has happened in a game like this. I just want to see how the Hawks go with this. Yeah. I don't think it's got anything to do with the end, though. There's no wind or anything. What do you think about Liam Ryan? Who is saying Liam Ryan's going to St Kilda? Or are you just making that up? Because I wouldn't put it past the chat to make stuff up like that. They say Sligo's been instrumental, but how instrumental? Relatively. He's on 8 now. But it's not all about disposals. It sort of is for me right now, though. Good tackle. Still in play. Can the Hawks find at least a score? Just to avoid breaking a record. Making history. Rewriting it. Eamon. What are the crowd asking for? No. Keane. I don't think they'll kick a goal. I think Adelaide are too good. Oh, so there is whispers. Well, I haven't heard much from it. I haven't seen it on any news platforms yet. But are we going to be able to afford Liam Ryan and all these other players? That's the thing. Look, he'd be one of a few players you take from West Coast. There wouldn't be many. I assume he would probably be an upgrade to a Dan Butler. That's going to be a scoreless quarter. Kick it! Saligo kicks it just before the siren. It's almost as good as a goal for me. Well, I wouldn't have picked a comeback to that magnitude. Yeah, I probably expected Adelaide to have probably a win that quarter and then probably outscore the Hawks, but not 6 goals, 6 to 0. We'll see if it is actually the half, the certain end. We'll see if Hawthorn start the second half hot. Maybe it is just a weird thing where it's just one end of the ground. It's easy to score goals. Sometimes it's like that even without wind. Does he want to go to Victoria? Or does he not really care? Does he just want success? Why would Liam Ryan want to go to the Saints? Alice, not sure why you are so desperate for me to get a haircut. Worry about yourself more than me. It's been a pretty good game. It's always entertaining watching the Crows play. They're going to be an entertaining side come finals time. If they play like that. And we now are sort of proven now that the Crows can win against good sides away from home as well. They obviously beat the Bulldogs. Have they beaten anyone else outside of the Bulldogs? Away from home? Of a top 8 side? Sure they have. Just trying to remember. They haven't really played heaps of top 8 sides away from home. Hawthorn they did. Lost that. Should have won that though. No, that was probably their worst game actually against Freo. That was their worst game of the year. Now that I remember. They were badly beaten in that game. At that stage, I actually thought the Crows were potential frauds. Oh, no. So I thought they lost to GWS in the wet. They won in that game, but they weren't overly convincing. They ended up only losing by 18 points, but yeah, like it was a 7-goal margin at three-quarter time. It felt worse. Thoughts on the Bulldogs GWS game last? Yeah, I mean, after half time, it was like a locking of a result. So it was disappointing to see the Giants just show pretty much nothing. Apparently, they had the worst pressure rating, one of the worst this season, and the contested possession was -51. Just got smashed from the word go. Bulldogs just looked like they were hungrier, and yeah, the Giants would be disappointed with that. You look at the margins on ESPN tipping, I'd be surprised if anyone even came close to 88 points. Like, no one in their wildest dreams would have predicted 88 points. Maybe the most optimistic of Bulldogs fans. I don't know. I mean, look, Lockie Ash was a shining light. Him and Whitfield actually both... Well, they got a lot of the footy. You didn't predict 100, though, before the game. I think you predicted 100 maybe during the game, but not before. Well, did I can't legitimize that. I maybe you did. You probably said that as a joke though. Like, why would you really think you'd win by 100? Marto and Chris would have to back you up there, then I'll believe it. The umpires were... Is this... Wait, I need to figure out who this person is. Oh no, it's a different... I thought it was some other guy. Delaney Card Hunts. Yeah, obviously the umpiring was a little bit questionable, but... Doesn't... It's not going to be the reason why they were down though. A lot of the time the Dogs were first to the footy, which is why they're winning some of these free kicks. Well, alright, I'll believe you then, Blake. I don't really care. It's not going to affect me at all. West Coast just need Collingwood ruck. Even with those 4 players, you probably wouldn't make finals. Yeah, I do, Troy. Why Collingwood's ruck? Why Darcy Cameron? Is he linked to West Coast? Why would Darcy Cameron want to leave? Yeah, that's sort of why I also favour them. But before the game, I was surprised to see the Giants were $3.50 in the odds. So there must have been maybe another out or something. I know Green wasn't playing, but why was it such a big disparity in the odds with GWS's impressive form in the last 5 weeks? Can't wait to go to games next year. Why can't you go to games this year? What's stopping you from going to games this year? What's stopping you from theoretically going to Canberra next year? Next week? I think we still have another person potentially open to come if they want to. Is Darcy Cameron from WA? Must be. That'd be the only reason. He said something before about Ryan going to Saints, and I thought you were bullshitting, but apparently it's true. He's from WA, yes. But, like, he's at a club that could win another flag. I wouldn't... Oh, okay, I'm actually reading... It is actually... It's actually a rumour. The reason being a contract... So he must just not be... He must not be getting paid as much as he thinks he's worth. And West Coast will certainly pay more, and WA... local. So yeah, makes sense now that I read that. But you'd hope he can win another flag at the Pies. Could be a bit of a waste, and that would be actually a big loss for the Pies. Because like I know Mason, who are Collingwood's ruckmen apart from those two players? How do you think Liam Ryan will? Well, hopefully, if he's, I don't give a shit if he comes to the Saints as long as we sign Naz. Then he can come if he wants. But it looks like we're targeting a lot of players. Oh no, the Eagles do have a lot of salary cap, so they can afford to pay more. And they're going to be desperate to bring in players like that, sort of like mature age players that can sort of give them something. Because they don't want to have no one in terms of on-field leaders and premiership experience. That was an awful quarter. You can't describe a quarter of AFL as rage bait. What would you trade up for Naz then, Zay? What would you actually trade up? Would you trade up Butters and a... What's your draft hand ahead of this year for this draft? Do you even have a first rounder? I actually can't remember. I don't think you do. Hawks haven't had a scoreless quarter since... No, you don't. I don't think you do. Hawks haven't had a scoreless quarter since Gold Coast back in 2023. I don't think they've had a scoreless second since 2004. That's what the stat that popped up was saying. Butters is better than Naz. At the moment, I would say Naz has overtaken Butters. Yeah, Butters has been. But the potential. Naz has a higher ceiling. And Naz is 3 years younger. Your only hope now, Hawthorn fan, is to maybe assume that reason that you performed so poorly was because you were kicking right side of the screen like the Crows were in the first quarter. I wouldn't say Butters has fallen off. He's still been pretty solid and consistent. He'd poll well on the Brownlow this year. I think he'd be a top 10 for sure. So what do we need in the third and fourth? We need Jordan Dawson to have 13 or more disposals. Day for 8, Sligo for 11, Ginnon for 10. So disposals are like all sort of on track, some a little bit under par, and then Rankin and Keys to kick a goal. So I think I have a chance. You'd hope for the Hawks that the scoring end of the ground tonight continues. Yeah, but you can't rely on that. I don't think that's what Sam Mitchell's going to tell the players. Oh, don't worry, you guys will have the scoring end, so you'll be all good. Now, if you literally told me before the 3-minute mark of the first quarter that the Crows would end up on 49 at half time, I would tell you that you're dreaming. Sorry, just taking a look at something on Instagram. They just got to do what they did in the first quarter more. Hopefully both sides just actually are consistent in one quarter and we actually get a really good quarter of even footy. Do you miss when... Blake, you know I don't know anything that you're talking about in regards to that. I feel like Day's been quiet. But certainly in that second quarter, I didn't see much of Will Day. Oh, we got a member. It's Straws. Cheers for that. Big ups, Will. Oh, it's not Will. It's Straws for the rookie membership. I'm not saying that, Lockie. It's the shittest meme that's currently going around. And Blake, I get that you're now just... I'll read that message in my head. For how long would I... Okay, for how long? I'm actually Orlando, mate. I was wondering why everyone was putting that in my chat at Wendy's the other week. Now I know. It's actually concerning. Zach, just watch my latest video. The tipping one, at least. The whole next season? No, I wouldn't do that. Oh, if it's the only way to keep Naz. Yeah, but mate, you're telling me I could just... As soon as because we have to sign Naz before I start working at Hungry Jack's anyways. Like, by the time we sign him, he can't just leave mid-year. So I would probably just... I wouldn't work at Hungry Jack's Southern Cross 5 days a week. I could think of not many jobs I'd rather do less. So, I guess that makes a bit more sense. I didn't realise my order number was 67. But, like, fuck, they were doing that for 5 minutes straight. It was pathetic. Only way to keep Naz if he finds out you quit, he retires and works in rep cards. Can't you imagine that? That would be the most St Kilda thing if Naz is unsatisfied. And I couldn't tell, and he couldn't tell the audience why. He just has an earlier retirement. Working at Repco. Oh, mate, I don't know what I would do. But if I was responsible for that and people found out, they'd probably want to kill me. Rather do FIFO than fast food job. FIFO wouldn't be... I wouldn't do it, but it'd be, yeah, be better than that, I reckon. More fulfillment, you get better pay. You get to, like, go to a new area and, like, sort of, like... I don't know, stay there for a bit. Would you quit YouTube for its Saints Premiership? No, I wouldn't. All these questions, when I do it for a Saints Premiership, I do it and then I know the Saints are winning it. So it devalues the Premiership, for me at least. If you're telling me we'll never win one, like, obviously this is a hypothetical, because there'll never be a situation where they'll go to me and say, hey, look, the St Kilda Saints are purposely not trying to win a flag because that your YouTube channel is still running. Would you quit YouTube to have Scoops acknowledge you as a tribal chief? I wonder if Scoops will actually quit YouTube or any of what he does on social media. Oh, it's just I just wouldn't want to work at any Hungry Jacks, but not especially not that one. Like, it would take me an hour to get there and back. I'd have no enjoyment. I'd probably get paid shit, and it's quite often busy, and I don't want to deal with that. It just wouldn't be. It just wouldn't be not great working conditions at all. How long would I have to work? What shifts would I do if I did 5 days a week? Just theoretically. I'd almost rather work longer, because then if I'm only going for 3 hours, that is taking up basically most of my day, and I'm making shit for it. because I have to spend an hour going on 9 to 5. Am I in a management position? I'd almost consider it if it is to keep Naz, and it's a confirmed Naz stays for the rest of the his career at the Saints. It's a lock-in. I'd do it if I'm a manager there and I'm getting decent pay, and just for a year, then I can quit. I'd consider that. It would screw up my YouTube year, but I'd almost do that for that. Because then I could still go to the footy on Friday and Thursday if it's from Monday to Friday. Oh, well, fuck that then. Like, obviously, if I was a manager randomly, like, I don't have any management traits at a Hungry Jack's. I've never worked there in my life, so they wouldn't just hire me one straight away, even if they were desperate. But if I just got, like, I don't know, there's a way of them being able to train me, just in a flash, like, just like that. Like, I put something on a machine on my brain and I'm automatically fully trained. Naz or Heaney? I think right now they're just about as good as each other, but I think in terms of, like, future, you want Naz, because Heaney's obviously older by like 8 years. That halftime went so quick. Initially, it felt like it was taking ages because it didn't feel like it was going to progress. But no, yeah, the last 5-10 minutes, this chat's actually been quite funny. Probably thank Blake for that. Sam, Darcy, or Jezza? Right, well, Darcy... okay, right now, I think Jezza is a better player. Obviously, I would say that because he currently is on 60, 70 goals. And the reason why he probably isn't on more, which he's still on a huge amount, he wasn't playing a permanent forward role in the first like 8-9 weeks of the season. He was sort of moved up around the ground for a lot of the first bit of the year. Would you marry VCF Lana? Well, do I have to have sex with her? Could I just say I'm married to her and never see her in my life? Who'll win tomorrow, Pies or Lions? I want Brisbane to win. And I kind of have to tip them. But I don't care about getting tips right anymore. It doesn't matter to me. It's not really something I care about. Especially when I'm forced to tip against a certain team. It just sort of... like, for example, Melbourne and West Coast. I tipped West Coast due to being sort of forced. But I don't care if I get that tip wrong. Because I'm not an idiot for that. I know that the D's are probably going to win. So anyways, we're back underway here at the Adelaide Oval. And the Hawks get the centre clearance. Will they buck the trend? Or will they continue surging from where they left off in the first quarter? Kicking it to the left side of the screen. 10 of the 11 goals have all been kicked on the left side of the screen. Do you think poor teams will try to restrict Jizza more than a full forward after kicking 11? Yeah, but even if Essendon and Port Adelaide attempt to do that, their defences are that poor that I don't think it's going to do a heap. Geelong can do what they want, really. But yeah, maybe... but that would just be bullshit. What, like, if they're going to try and double to triple man him, just so he doesn't kick 100, I think that's again going against the spirit of the game a little bit, like what Hawthorn and Clarko did to Favola in 2008. Who's got the most disposals, do they say? To me, it hasn't felt like anyone's had a relatively massive amount. Ward's had a lot, and maybe it's him. No, it's definitely fucking not him. He's got 9. Keane has 18, but of a midfielder. D'Ambrosio is more of a winger. So who of a... Will Day or Newcomb? Oh, Jai. Do you think he comes back to the Dogs? Oh, it looks like there's almost certain he'll never play for the Dogs again, as Rankin will get a free kick for chopping the... oh, Dawson. Shite. He's coming off, but I... no. Okay, he's okay. It looks like he's okay. The trainer's sort of running away. I think he's just going to run it off. Not sure what The concern is, Rankin, this is for another leg. And this will be detrimental to Hawthorn if he kicks this, because they'll just go against their chance of going off to a good start. And that's a goal. So Rankin puts it through, and they're continuing where they left off. It's 22 points. Fuck, why have they suspended it? They've suspended it. I reckon that maybe Jack Ginnivan's been subbed out. Has Jack Ginnivan been on the field in the last 10-15 minutes of playing time? Rankin's been very good. He's had good moments, but he's been quiet for the most part. I don't think Ginnivan's bloody playing right now. Why are they not telling me on the AFL app then? Oh, that's really disappointing. Does anyone else know or not? I can't see him on the field. Oh no, he is on the field. Why have they suspended it then? No, I see him. Why have they... Okay, I'm wondering why this is suspended. Adelaide v Collingwood Grand Final. I'd like to see that. But if Collingwood somehow beat the Crows, not by somehow, they've got a very good chance of doing so, I would have thought, at the Adelaide Oval. That continues their winning streak to like, I don't know, but like 11? Give it a Ginnivan. There he is. Oh, I probably could have gone for home, I would have thought. It'd be a big trade period, go time. No, I'm wondering why they suspended the cash out. Not that I care too much. Well, I'm just wondering. Do you think the one-handed hole in the ball should be changed? It's hard for the opposition player, but it rewards the tackler. I don't think it... I don't have an issue with it. This trade period can make West Coast go 6 places if they do this correctly. I think it's harsh though, but it rarely happens, so it rewards the tackler. Goal. But maybe it shouldn't be holding the ball, actually. If he literally couldn't do anything, then how is it his fault? Because I looked at that. He probably could have kicked it though, dropped onto his foot and kicked it. So yeah, no, holding the ball. Bulldogs finally beat a top side by 88. Well, it wasn't about if the Bulldogs could beat top 8 sides by 80 points. It was just if they could beat top 8 sides. Well, they've done that. Now the Giants twice. But we'll see. Because they probably won't play the Giants in a final. Actually, they could. If they do, they might win that. I feel like the Bulldogs would want to play the Giants and vice versa. The Giants wouldn't want to play the Bulldogs. So if Ben Keys kicks a goal, then all I need are like disposals. Oh, they haven't suspended it. Never mind. Kind of want Ginnivan to find the footy. Because he was like all over in the first quarter. I reckon he had a good 7 disposals. Maro to Saints. If the Saints somehow, obviously we won't, but if we pick up Jamara Ugelhagen, Lee Kalia, keep Naz, keep pretty much every other valuable player for the Saints, somehow keep Marshall, TDK, Liam Ryan, Jamara Ugelhagen. Looks like a tall prime train. Let's, does he have the mullet though? He wouldn't have the same, maybe the facial structure. You have Higgins. I'd love it if Higgins could somehow make the squad, but I don't think he does. I think he'll make the 40-man team. But I reckon they might have a bit of recency bias. I know we're playing some pretty easy opposition, good Mark Scrimshaw, but if he can kick like 10 in the next 4 games, if he can somehow get to a 50-goal season, it'd be hard not to put him in the team. If you're a small forward and kick 50 goals, it'd be very difficult not to have a case for not being in the side. Neil Bullen, running back, taking a very good mark. Cook is still yet to get a disposal. Does the AFL app tell you how long they've been on the ground for? It does. 58% time on ground. And he hasn't had not even just a disposal. He hasn't had any fucking stat. He's missed it. That would have been for a 4th goal assist for Rankin, I think. Maybe even 5th. Probably 4th, because he's only had like 6 disposals. He's been involved in pretty much every scoring chain. And that tap on to Thilthorpe should have been a goal assist. Gunston, can he keep it in? Yes. But Keane, good smother. That Adelaide fan in the front loves it. Now, you don't want to play Adelaide in the final, Simon, because it could be an Adelaide-Brisbane first qualifying. I think there's a good chance it could be Adelaide-Brisbane in the Collingwood-Geelong final. Is 81-7 the highest scoring from halftime you've seen? What game was that? 81-7. What game was halftime for 81-7? To answer your question, no. I've seen bigger margins before. In my time watching footy. Is Ginnivan not playing the midfield? Oh, no, never mind. He's right there. He's just got to... Oh, no. He's just got to get more involved. D'Ambrosio, good pickup. That was a very good pickup. Chol keeps it in, handballs it. Falls. He just falls to the floor. Mate, they were on track of winning by a record margin when you were up by 114-14. I thought they were going to get a 200 score. I think there's a chance. There's every chance that the Cats could maybe notch up the double ton, maybe against the Bombers. But are we disrespecting the Bombers that much? I think the last time the Bombers played at the Cattery, they lost by almost 100. So you never know. I know it's funny because earlier in the year they actually won in the preseason. It was a very different Bombers outfit. and Cat's outfit. Good work, Chol. Very, very well done. Because McDonald can pounce onto it. Shouldn't miss this. And he does well. No. That was a bad let off. Should have gone the drop punt. Good spoil. McDonald another chance. Oh, Ginnivan was there. War needs to be clean. Good work. Oh, free kick to Ginnivan. You know what? I'll take that. I'll fucking take that for a few reasons. A, it gives Hawthorn a chance to get within 10, but it gives him another chance of getting disposal. I don't think that was a free kick, though. That's soft. So Ginnivan, he sometimes gets free kicks that he shouldn't, but sometimes he just doesn't get given free kicks where he's clearly high. The umpires pick and choose with Ginnivan. And there you go, another Selly. He's happy with that. And they're back in it. Nah. Nah, Saligo's still on 9. Surely you can't hold someone when they're on the mark. I think that was soft. Because it's Hawthorn. No, that's not why they got the free kick. Because it's Hawthorn. I've seen a free kick like that paid for other clubs before. Just in the moment, the umpire just thought it was a free kick. No, but he doesn't. Against Geelong, I remember in the Easter Monday game last week, there were probably 4 or 5 free kicks he didn't get. They just think that because it's Ginnivan. Fuck. Ginnivan. Dawson. Curtin. So I tell you what, Hawthorn have done alright to sort of like just slow things down for the Crows. Why do you think the main reason the umpires have been... I don't know. Because of all these rule changes? How the umpire's supposed to keep up with all the rule changes? When they're changing the fucking thing every other year. Probably for the worst of the game, I would say. Keane. I reckon Keane, I might almost give him 3 votes. Keane would get the 3 votes for mine. Like, the umpires aren't purposely trying to fucking make the game worse. Like, people think, oh, the umpires want to be, like, make themselves the centre of attention. I don't think they want to do that. Because I reckon they prefer to avoid controversy as best as they can. I don't think they want to be abused by the fans. But it's not easy to umpire an AFL game. It's probably the hardest sport to umpire. The AFL's fault for the rule changes can't. And then some weeks they probably are told to like really focus and stem this down, but then other weeks they barely worry about officiating it. Really, it's not the main focus that week or whatever. Last time I ate a kebab. It could have been tonight, but I had the option of a kebab or a pizza, and I went for a kebab. Sorry, a pizza. Day. Somehow. 3 in a row for Hawthorn, and they're well and truly back in this. The goals they're getting are unconventional, but they're getting them. That looked like it came really shocking off the boot. Deer's been subbed out. Honestly, Soligo is the worry again. It's the scoring end. Adelaide have only kicked the 1 goal down the right end of the screen, and I think the Hawks have kicked 3 this quarter now. So it reinforces that argument. Fucking hell. Peeling. Sicily's there. So's Fogarty. Isaac Rankin can go for the miracle. Impey. Free kick to Morrison. Is Berry 25 years old? Or the number? Actually, don't know what number Berry is. Day. Morrison. Back to Morrison. Eamon, they're looking dangerous here, Hawthorn. D'Ambrosio's the target. He marks it just about. He couldn't quite hold on to it. Miller, Worrell, Sicily. It's going to come back here. They got options. They got plenty of options. And it's D'Ambrosio, the beneficiary. This is for the lead again. Probably kicks this as well. Not a hard shot. Maybe it's a mind thing. Because if it is like just a thing where the left side of the screen is only going to be goals for that side kicking it there, then Adelaide would be the advantaged club heading into last quarter. It's a good game. And that guy in the crowd. Is that even supposed to be a Hawk? Nick Watson or Reid? Well, Reid will probably have more of a career than Watson. When Watson's more of a small forward, that's just the way it's going to be, you would think. Guys, Zoe, good to see you in. Yeah, going all right. It's a good game. You'd be happy that the Crows are losing right now, I would have thought. 15-10 to 2-2. Well, there you go. I was going to ask that question, what the scores are to that side of the screen. Walker drops it. Neil Bullen. Can Keys kick this? No. Margin to 1. Yeah, I still think they'll win because they're kicking it to the left side of the screen the last quarter, so I'll give them the advantage. That's really saying nothing though. Hawthorn, that shouldn't be an excuse at all to Hawthorn if they end up losing. But I wasn't really expecting a response like this at all. Oh, can Soligo get fucking disposals for God's sakes? He's selling me. Oh, he's selling me big time. I think I'm done now. There's one. There's one. But an ineffective one that was to Scrimshaw. Hawthorn's only scored on the left side tonight. Hawthorn have. Yes, Adelaide have had a couple. Another mark from Sicily. He's taken many intercepts and just marks in general. Ginnivan, good tackle. Hinge. Rankin. Wow, this game has turned it up. It's turned up again. Big cat. There's Gunston. More. Short to Ginnivan. Another disposal. And there's Lewis. Yeah, I could see the resemblance a little bit. He sort of looks like Prime Train. Yeah, I actually can see it. Just different hair, obviously. Is this for 5 in a row? Yes. This is a huge lead now. I mean, obviously only 7 points, but from where they were at. After Adelaide got the first and this third. Such a momentum swing sort of game this has been. Channel my inner. You actually buzz cut or you just chop them off? I'll have to see what you look like. I'll probably see that on the next Freo Faithful podcast if I wanted. You're still doing them. Yeah. Dawson. The leading ranking points gather on the ground. He goes inside 50 and they're looking for a goal here, Adelaide. Thilthorpe marks. He's too strong. He's probably the best player at that when you just kick it high. Him and like probably Darcy because he's so tall, but Riley Thilthorpe's so strong. And he's so good above his head. Well, I'll see what it looks like then. Hands or heels. Great game of footy. Hopefully finish is just as good. Hopefully. It's been a momentum swing sort of game. So Thilthorpe gets on back for Adelaide and he gets the crowd to lift with him. That's the third goal kick that end compared to I think like 16 the other end, if I'm not mistaken. Four goals. Him. I'll probably give the votes Thilthorpe, Keane and Dawson. I know Hawthorn are in front, but those players to me have been the most influential. Oh yeah, I will go to the EJ Whitten game. It won't be a sellout, I don't think. But I think I've got a ticket already. I hope I do. So Cook's off the ground, potentially without a single disposal. Jeez, that's not good for him, for his confidence. He's probably come back to the team or whatever, and he's now going to be straight back out. Hawthorn inside 50 again. Chol gives away a free kick, and Keane wins another possession. I don't think Elliott will finish second on the Coleman. He's had a good year, but I don't think he's going to back it up again. And even if he does, to finish second as a small forward is very rare now in footy. I can't see that happening. Fogarty marks. Try and find a Ben Keys somewhere. Oh, no. That's a turnover. Good work, Ward. But he can have back-to-back good years and still not even finish top 15 in the Coleman. That's the thing, right? You don't expect him to have the output that he did this year. It's probably not going to happen again. All up again, I would have thought. Or is it spilled out? It's spilled out to Dawson. And the Hawks will steal it back. McDonald. Few one-on-ones here. Chol. Good work. Nick Watson picks up on a loose footy and he misses it to the left. .2:15 on the clock. Crows trail it by 2. Thilthorpe v Barras. Ben Keys. Saligo. Just don't get caught, please. If he can somehow get a miraculous 2 or 3 disposals, it'll give me a chance still to finish the quarter off. He needs another 9. Sicily takes another mark. How many marks has he taken? A good 10, I would say, at least. Lloyd Meek. Looks like they're slowing it down a little bit. Yeah, it's become a close one, which is very good. Very exciting. I actually don't know who's going to win this from here. I'm still going to say Adelaide. Because I've just sort of remained in the game this quarter, despite Hawthorn's clear dominance for most of it. They found a goal when they need to find a goal, when sort of the backs have been against the wall from. And they've got the scoring end in the last quarter. Over the line. But it won't be an Adelaide 42-point win unless they have another second quarter, which would be really demoralising for Hawthorn. O'Brien, Ginnivan. I could potentially kick this. Massive! Another clutch goal from Ginnivan. That's huge. They regain that 8-point buffer. And he's kicked his second for the quarter. And he has another disposal. There's still a chance if Saligo has a big last quarter and Keys can kick a goal. On Channel 7, they got the Telstra ad. Yeah, I don't watch these games on Channel 7. I'm always on Fox Footy for the Friday games in my room here. But finals will be probably a bit different. That'll be added to the Ginnivan compilation from Colleen. That's such a random comment, but yeah, I'm sure if he's doing a Ginnivan compilation. Well, he uses AI to make his videos, Colleen, so he probably would miss it. Can the Crows get a late one to finish the quarter? 44 seconds. Impey. Good mark. I'd hope, for Hawthorn's sake, they don't concede late. Just hold on to this 8-point lead. I'm probably just going to stream the Gold Coast Richmond game left, considering Sunday's kind of already fully locked and loaded with the Saints game. Be a Eureka Skydeck special. The 20 seconds left. Good tackle from Newcomb. Not often the Crows are behind at 3/4 time at home. Huge effort from the Hawks. Especially when one of the quarters in the 3, they've been scoreless. Curtin And out of bounds. In one of the games of the year, I'd have to say, momentum swings galore, but the Hawks have it back on their terms, and they lead it by 8 at 3/4 time. And Munro Jumpers is getting nervous, but I feel like the Crows have another big quarter left in them. I still reckon they find a way to win this, but Hawthorn, this is their season basically on the line in a way. This win would be huge for their finals chances and perhaps potentially their top 4 chances if other results go their way. Should get some more in the last quarter. Will a team get to the ton tonight? Well, if a team gets to the ton, the first to kick it would probably win the game, I reckon. I don't know, it's been sort of high scoring. Do we have another 6? I could probably see Adelaide kicking 6 goals to 2 or 3 to win by like 2 or 3 goals. That to me seems quite likely, but look, it was an unpredictable start to the game, unpredictable second quarter, and an unpredictable response from Hawthorn. So expect the unexpected in the last, I'm going to say. But if we're going by sort of the trends, then I'm expecting an Adelaide response and a pretty dominant one. I'm going to be playing in another state for integrated footy with my adopted brother Ryan. Hopefully that goes well, mate. I'd rather play Collingwood than the Hawks in finals. But no, surely not though. Collingwood always had the number in Adelaide as well though, don't they? They've had a longer winning streak over Adelaide than Hawthorn have. You wouldn't want to play either side. And if Adelaide are wanting to go and probably win a grand final and all that, they're probably going to face Collingwood at some stage. And then again, Geelong, you probably don't want. You've been out of form against the Cats in recent years. All the top contenders sort of have the wood over Adelaide, normally. Hi, Buzzman, says J Tomo. Well, at least I didn't make a 6-7 joke in my AI AFL 23 video. 25, I should say. 26. Forget the name of the game, it's irrelevant. Fuck's sakes, bit of footy. Hawthorn will always been good against the Adelaide Oval against the Crows and not as much against Port. Only time Hawks lost against Crows was 20. I need to read that again. Sorry, I just got a message and I'm pissed off. No. He fucking said he would do something and now he's not going to be able to do it. So now I have to do it or get someone to do it in a very short amount of time. Whenever people do that, it really puts me in the shits because I've always got to figure out. Hawthorn will always... I don't know why I can't understand what you meant there. Who wins it from here? Basic answer to be Adelaide, so I'd say them, you know. Tip them. You want them to win, Sarah? Want me to do it? I need to have someone else who's a reliable as he has been at times. I don't know. I don't think I can rely on anyone to do it, but I might put up my story actually. Yeah, but do you even know how to use Photoshop? All you're going to really need to do, it's not a difficult task, but if you haven't done it before, it's probably going to be... I don't expect you to do it right. Well then no. If you don't know how to... If you don't own Photoshop, you can't help, unfortunately. It's fine, I'll just do it myself, but I really didn't want to do it. I had other things I was going to do after the stream. Why couldn't he have told me before the fucking start of the stream? I actually would have done it. They once drew like 65,000. Just got back from umpiring at a 100-point game. It was cold and I only got 3 throw-ins. When have you got 3 throw-ins if you're umpiring? Do you think... Oh, no, I think keep the beard. Makes him more of a powerful force. With the beard. Makes him look bigger and stronger in a way. Bandry umpiring. Oh, I thought you were talking about bloody basketball for some reason. I don't know why. I just thought you were talking about basketball. Because obviously that would make no sense. But then, yeah, obviously it doesn't make sense why you'd have a 100-point game at basketball. Unless a Wilt Chamberlain was playing. Kenny giving Thilthorpe his golking energy because of his beard. It's similar beard to Josh Kennedy. A little bit more messy it looks. Though, I'd say Thilthorpe's. Hopefully, it goes down to the wire. I want to not know who's going to win the game until the last 2 minutes. In fact, until the final siren. Warple. Can Hawthorn kick the opening? Can they finally kick one to the right side of screen? You'd think they'd have to eventually. Well, they're going to have to if they want to win the game. There's no way that they're going to win the game if they don't score this quarter again. You just know Dawson's going to lift in this last quarter for Adelaide. You just know he's going to be a huge force once again. My favourite footy feed. Oh, look, to be honest with you, footy feed's overrated. It's not that good. It depends on the stadium. Like, I've obviously been to a lot of them, so it depends all on the stadium as ranking goes from outside 50, and it looked like that was hit pretty... He's like, with not much effort. If I'm at GMHBA, I'll get one of their pies. I definitely will do that next Friday. They're great. The Routleys. Sicily to a big contest. Gunston. Warple. Curtin again. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's winning the first footy. He runs head on and he's probably going to need a free, but it's a bit dangerous. Yeah, he's rising star for me. I know it's just the one game, but if that's the way he's been playing as a like, oh fuck it, stop calling me. I miss Impi and Amon a lot for Port. You could use those two players. It'd make you guys a half decent side. Him and those two in Houston. Ginnivan. There you go. So I thought he was out of the game at the remember when I said, oh, he's gone. He's gone. Great tackle, Worrell. Love to see the tackle count. I reckon it's quite high. Marble food is not elite. Do you know what is elite, though? At the MCG, there's this big... I don't know the name of it. It's a chicken shop. And the seasoning on the chicken and the chips are great. It hits the spot whenever I need a good meal at the MCG. My favourite meal there. Better than the one at Marble. No, don't spoil it. AFL talks. I'm going to have to, avoid the chat then. He's got it, though. And they're back within 1 point. And it's again Left side of screen. That's a 17th goal down that end. Or was it an 18th? Might be an 18th. 18 to 3. Oh, far out. Yeah, I am delayed. Don't worry. It's more delayed than normal. Trying to see if I can speed it up a little bit. Alright. It'll take a minute, and I'll be a lot closer to real time than I was for the last however long I was delayed for. So don't worry, AFL talks. Well, you'd want more goals to be scored left of screen if you were, like, especially if you're an interstate fan travelling, because you're not going to be the Adelaide every week, you know, as opposed to the home fans. Probably don't mind as much because they're there all the time. Why has it just stopped? Oh, so that did nothing. Fuck me, alright, just stopped. It just froze when it finally caught up. O'Brien. It's actually quite smart from Neil Bullen. Fogarty. Who's he got? Soligo. He's put it through. And that's his 12th disposal. Because all I care about are disposals. Yeah, Neil Bullen. He's been so good in the last 6-7 weeks for Adelaide. He'd be getting Brownlow votes. You're so delayed still. Well, what am I meant to do? Like, there's no use in complaining, because what am I actually meant to fucking do? No, I'm pretty sure Sicily's not angry at, like, the umpire. He's probably angry at his opposition. Actually, no, he's probably he's probably angry that no one was there to help him. Can Hawthorn actually kick a goal to the right side of the screen, for fuck's sakes? Seriously. Soligo, another one. He could get to 20 disposals. Thilthorpe. Why did Barras do that? So risky. Might kick this. Tell you what. Always hit the post. Dirtiest player? Well, after last week, you could say Green again. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's a definitive answer to that question. Will that stay in play? Battle. Almost. Good tackle. D'Ambrosio. They'll ball it up. Well, Green has been a dirty player for his whole career. And obviously this year he's had a few incidents. But is he the dirtiest this season? Soligo. Is that another disposal, I wonder? If so... He's just gotten 3 in 2 minutes to somehow give my multi a chance again. Now, don't pick fights with AFL talks, mate. That's just no point. No point. Don't pick fights with anyone, really, but don't pick fights with him. Neil Bullen again gets into it. Could have given it to Saligo. Instead finds a target in Rankin. He's played on. What? Okay, that's bullshit. That probably makes up for that Ginnivan free kick, but why was that a 50-metre penalty? Sicily has every right to be pissed at that, to be honest. No, I'm on Sicily's side. How the fuck are you meant to know? I get the umpires also. It's not like... But... That's a bit harsh, I would have thought. Does Sicily try to lose games for the... Well, it wasn't his fault, the last goal. But... Like, that was a mark. So it looked like he played on. I don't think, Blake, that he did much wrong at all there. He probably didn't play on, but like it's very hard to tell. Because he thought... Yeah, because Rankin would have thought himself... Oh, and it was touched as well. Wait, wouldn't they go back and reverse that then if they can clearly tell that's touched? Don't they? Isn't that the whole point of going upstairs for a review? That's high to Ginnivan. Yeah, that's definitely high. Hawks need to find something. And I just saw in chat someone said Watto, so I assume Watson marks and he does. That's a big mark. You wouldn't think a shortest player on the field marked that. Only on goals. Yeah, actually, only on goals. Fine, let alone let to kick a goal. They've yet to score. If you're a Hawthorn fan sitting down that end of the goals, you'd be... Oh, you've scored at least. Yeah, it's only goals, apparently. Well, if they're only going to do goals, just don't do it at all. Either do it for every... Like, that led to a goal. But it was too late, so yeah, true. Who's there for Hawthorn? No one. Unless it's a free kick. Oh, it is a free kick. Understandably, Keane's not happy. I feel the umpires are just making too much of a presence now in this game. I wouldn't be against just letting that play on there. He's got to kick this though, Gunston. He probably will. He does. He's a good player. He's a very composed player in this situation. In a situation like that, you'd be relied. You rely on kicking those. So 5 points. Yeah. Well, they've conceded 78 points. They haven't conceded over 100, the Crows, since round 5 when they played Geelong. Felt bad about the Hawks not getting goals at the southern end. Yeah, everyone's going to now talk about the umpires, I bet you. No matter who wins, I just have a feeling that it's going to be a bit of a talking point. But they haven't been that bad. A couple of questionable calls. Like the Ginnivan one in the last quarter, that was a bad one. So can Saligo pick up his disposal count? It wouldn't matter unless Keys kicks a goal. Look, I Oh, Dawson stuck on 18. Good stuff, Thilthorpe. Sicily, don't make another mistake. You just can't trust Sicily anymore when he has the footy. Even though, well, he's not the captain. He's not still the captain, is he, Sicily? He might still be the captain. He is. He's still the captain. For some reason, I thought Newcombe overtook him at the start of this year. 50k. What a crowd. Hawks go inside 50. Watson. Oh, he could run onto this. Watson's dangerous. He slips over. Handballs it to Gunston. Gunston from the boundary line. Hits it and misses it all. Yeah, that's because of the weather, though, Zay. Well, that'd probably be the only reason it didn't get 50k plus, because normally all showdowns get at least 50. I believe the showdown earlier in the year would have gotten 50. 11:21 now. Anyone's game. Hawthorn have a little bit of momentum with the last goal. Winning just a bit more of the footy, getting the territory sort of more towards their end. But they have to keep going. The last Hawthorn captain, well, it wouldn't have been McAvoy, was it? Free kick Hawthorn. Again. Mark Keane having such a good game, but he's having two moments where he would like to have his time back again. Wow. It's just weird. Very bizarrely umpired game this has been. Hawthorn have been potentially gifted a goal here. Seems the only way Hawthorn kick goals in this right end of the screen is through free kicks. This is goal of the year territory. Oh, game of the year territory. Oh, I don't think you can beat St Kilda v Melbourne. The only way that can be beaten is if a game that I don't expect the finish to that game to be beaten, but a game in the finals to be of a similar level to like a Collingwood Geelong, then that would probably be the best game of the year. That was only but the quarter was so good that I think it can probably take the title of game of the year ultimately. Because it's really all about the finish a lot of the time. But consistently, the game was shit for the first three quarters. Umps blowing bubbles on it. He had to put $3 to say that. He was that pissed. Soligo wins out the middle. Rankin. Can he do it? Miracle. Fell over. Yeah, every Bulldogs fan watching would be absolutely fuming because they'd be wanting the Crows to win this game for finals. Because Hawthorn winning is not good. Actually, Hawthorn winning is not good for most clubs in the 8, like GWS, Freo, Gold Coast. Rankin, he'll do something special. And there you go. That is unbelievable. You just knew he was going to do something like that. He is as clutch as they come. You cannot stem the influence of this man at any moment of any game. Margin's back to 5. I still think the Crows win this game because Hawthorn haven't been getting genuine goals. They've been getting the free kicks. Can Mitch fucking Lewis do something? Seriously. I don't think the 4 keys have really worked for Hawthorn as much as maybe the media want to say it has. Jesse, yeah. Yeah, you'd want them to win, the Crows. Oh, sorry, the Hawks. Meek. I was going to say before, first to 100 to win, but potentially, with the way this game's going, maybe not. I'm going to check my... Can Ben Keats go off my multi? Yeah, I don't think it matters for me anymore. Actually, maybe, but I still need Dawson and Soligo for 5 and 6, so I'm not really banking on that ever getting up now. I'm just like, this game's that good that I don't care. I only really had that just in case the game was going to be average. Do your fantasy trades? Yeah. You're not a member, Andy, so if you want to see everything in more detail, I do every week, most weeks at least, to update, and I go through my team and what I want to trade and all that for a good 15, 20 minutes. However, I assumed Philippou was going to be playing, and he's not named, so I have to actually fix that before I forget. G'day, just tuning in, says Marcus AFL. Rankin's going a full forward. That's a bit of a surprise. Probably the most dangerous forward on the field right now. In terms of plays that can do anything in any moment. There's Keys. Keys is also someone who can probably do anything when he's given the footy in the forward 50. Impey. Newcomb, Marks. Is the nickname ban real? Didn't seem that way, apparently, from the coverage last night. Oh, they've messed that up. O'Brien, not the best kick, but Walker does well with the pickup. He turns around. He looks for a target, and Rankin, battle. Not bad. Rankin gets it back. Looking for someone. He goes back to Tex. And Tex could go back and line up for his second and put it through. Do you reckon any AFL players who... Yeah, some do. I wonder if more do fantasy or more do Supercoach. And I have a feeling Walker might kick this. Because he's just clutch like that. They have so many clutch plays, the Crows. He's better from outside 50. AFL 18 is loving it. And Hawthorn need to respond very soon. One spoon dart. Are you wanting Hawthorn to win? I'd probably rather the Crows win. But if the Hawks win, it would make things really interesting for the rest of the season. So I wouldn't be annoyed if they win. Wouldn't really affect me heaps. Oh, just a crazy match. Yeah, that makes more sense, I would have thought. It is probably been a top 10 game of the year, I have to say. Potentially, it'll depend on the next 7 minutes. If Adelaide run away with it and kick another 3 or 4, the margin's 5+ goals, and potentially not. But I don't think Hawthorn are going to give up here. I reckon they've got something left in their tank. Ginnivan gets rid of it just. More. I don't think he needed to give it away to Ginnivan there, to be honest. That was Dylan Moore's mistake. Make sure to probably mark that. One more goal. It's been high scoring last quarter. I could see there being a few more than just the one. Newcomb breaks through the tackle. That's what ADELAIDE does. That's very good. Oh, collision. Dylan Moore. Watson, strong tackle. Hawthorn want to win this. Ginnivan. Lewis. D'Ambrosio marks. Who was on him? Neil Bullen's going, what the fuck? Needs to kick this though. He misses this and it'll be a huge, huge opportunity going begging. Not sure how well he's with his set shots. Been a pretty accurate game, to be honest, overall from both sides. Oh no. Couldn't stand up to the pressure. His reaction was pretty funny. No, I don't think they're gonna recover from that. That needed to go through. Adelaide will probably kick a goal here. Keys. Too many firepower forwards up there for the Crows. Why is no one ever on Tex? Maybe they don't think he's as dangerous as some of the other forwards. But he's just about as dangerous as anyone. We saw what he just did. He might be, what, 33, 30... He's probably 34, 35. But he's still nailing goals from anywhere. And that could be the sealer. That could be the sealer. And another score of over 100, Adelaide. They still found a way to kick 100. If Hawthorn missed out on finals, they'd be one of the best sides we've ever seen and miss out on the 8. Like, they're not a premiership team this year. But they could potentially win 14, 15 games and miss out. Quick maggots give Gunston a push at free it. We'll see, maybe. Still 5 minutes. Not as clutch as Naz though, that from Walker. Adelaide free kick from the centre for some strange reason that I'm not aware of. Dawson. One more and it's over. Fogarty drops it. I mean, why wouldn't you go to Walker? It's going to come back. Dawson. No. Yeah, look, if you had Naz in your team, you'd still, you'd still have a little bit of faith. Ginnivan free kick, fair enough. That was in the back. Cheers, though, Blue Moo. For 16 months. Turnover again. Tex again. The fans love him. He might be racist, but the fans love him. Keys. Now I don't really care if he kicks a goal. Impey. Come on, Hawthorn. Give me something. Give this game one more twist. More. Nah. No, there's not much time now. I can't see him kicking 3 goals because they haven't been able to manufacture more than 2 free kick goals to run out of screen for 2 quarters. Matthew Nix isn't still not calm. This win will lock up top spot for the Crows. No, if they lose against Collingwood and Collingwood beat Brisbane, then it'll lock up top 2, I think. You don't want to have Will Day off the ground now. That's probably the most important player for Hawthorn. The ump's having a shocker. It's probably one bad call and, I don't know, your mind gets fogged up and you just make more silly mistakes. Your mind isn't fully clear. Battle needs to be composed, and he was. 3 minutes 20. If they can kick a goal, well, they get another 50. What's all these 50-metre penalties? It might be a record. 4. It's probably not a record, but it's more than normal. Oh, you idiot. Kicks into the man of the mark. That'll just build up the pressure for Hawthorn. Scrimshaw kicks to Gunston, and I'm telling you what, that's the best case scenario. Because he's kicked 4 already. And he's a beautiful set shot for goal. Normally is. That's what I mean by normally. That wasn't great. Maybe took too much, or maybe went too quickly. Couldn't really go back and just take his shot normally with his regular routine. And Thilthorpe marks. You'll win this now, Andy. At NAS game or 2020? The NAS game, because I didn't even get to go to the ALM final, and it was in a shit season that didn't mean anything. It's good. You're obviously one of the best wins I've seen. But it was just an elim. Not as remarkable of a win, I wouldn't have thought. Miller, oh, it could be ball. Yep. Well, it's ball when you try the fend off. I can't see Adelaide losing it from here. They're not going to cough up 3 goals in 2 minutes. If it was a 9-point margin, maybe. Maybe, but you need to be absolutely perfect from here. Yeah, so you've lost another game. AFL talks against a contender away from home. It's kind of like the Bulldogs. Bulldogs and Hawthorn have just been dropping it to the better sides, only just. Just haven't had it what it takes when the game's on the line. Fans aren't happy with that. Olympic diver Nick Watson. Let's kick the goal. He's fucking idiot. Seriously. Hawthorn have always lacked composure when it really matters. I've never really had... I've never really rated Hawthorn that much this season. They somehow still feel like they can win this. You hate this shit. Well, it's what you get for being arrogant throughout the season, mate, to be honest. You come against a real contender and you are just cannot maintain the form for long enough. So you're still not out of the season, though. You could still make finals. You need to beat Collingwood, though. You never know. I think you've beaten a side in the top 8, though, away from the Tassie, though, this season. Does this actually guarantee top 4, even if they lose the next 3? Adelaide, with how good their percentage is? Surely it does. Yeah, it'll all come down to that Brisbane game, I reckon, and that's why I think they'll miss out. Because I don't see them beating the Pies. Obviously, I think they'll beat Melbourne. But it's a bad loss. Crows are the real deal. When the game's on the line, they've found a way once again. Another win. That's 6 in a row. Are they mentally weak, the Hawks? Everyone on the hill got a show. Just about. That's where all the goals were seen. I think... Did it tick over 20? Well, every quarter, there was at least 5 goals kicked to that end. It's 23 goals. To 5. You hate the Adelaide Oval? What, just because you can't play there? It's good. It's one of the best stadiums in the country. Maybe even number 1. Hawks are hopeless against the top teams. Hopeless is a strong word. Who gets the 3 votes? Yeah, I reckon Dawson might get close to it. He had 11 tackles, which builds his stats up quite a lot. They're not quite good enough, the Hawks. They're a solid side. They might make the 8, but they won't do much damage. Because they've got their full side now, really. They haven't really got any injuries. Hawthorn. Just about. They've basically got the fully strength squad. There's no point in doing anything post-stream. Well, I wouldn't think the top 4 sides would be too threatened against you. Could Hawthorn beat Geelong in a final? Is that even a lot like potential if Hawthorn make it? Can they play Geelong in a second semi? It seems like it was a good fight, but you'd be pissed off after the start. There would be few fans content with that performance. It's kind of like the Freo game all over again. Because you were up at 3/4 time in that game as well. Under 12s could beat the Hawks. Like I'm done with the Hawks. You aren't that bad, mate. You're acting like you... Obviously, it's a bad loss, but you're acting like you're West Coast level shit. West Coast would lose this game by 80 points. You're still building. You're not quite there yet. You overachieved last year, which gave your fans too much optimism and belief, and that's why the arrogance was there. The players are a little bit too arrogant. They thought they were probably better than what they were, and now they're getting shown up against the better sides. Why the fuck am I getting... Fuck off. Crows have West Coast and North still. Well, they've played North already, and they actually play both sides twice. But in fairness, they finished bottom 4, so they're going to get a better fixture. Look, it'll probably come down to that, won't it? The last game of the season for you, Hawthorn Brisbane. But like, even if you make the 8, which obviously you're going to want to make the 8. Every team wants to be in the finals. But even if you make the 8, you're not being any chance of winning the flag, I wouldn't have thought. Hawks were the premiership favourites, I think, after round 4 as well. I don't like Warple anymore. Don't worry, he won't be your club next year. Yeah, I don't know. It's a massive overreaction. Like, you can be disappointed with the loss, but you're comparing it. These comparisons are crazy. Why was Deer subbed? Maybe they want a bit more. Who was subbed on? I actually didn't see who was actually on the ground after Deer was out. But I assume they wanted more legs, more pace. Who did they sub on? Was it Morrison? No, it wasn't. Oh, Warple. Probably they wanted more of an advantage in the midfield, I would have assumed. Lewis, yeah, I thought Deer wasn't terrible. Like, obviously didn't have much of an impact, but I would have subbed off Lewis over Deer probably. Anyways, I don't know why I'm still here. I thought we'd just have a little bit of a discussion, but if you're a Hawthorn fan, you're not that far off. But another opportunity gone begging. Like, you could probably have won that game. That second quarter is what cost you. You were just so out of it. Badly. I don't know. I'll announce it obviously later towards the date, AFL guide. But it'll be good. It'll be probably the biggest stream I've done. Close to it, at least. Hawthorn. Well, that's the difference. They could not handle the pressure late in the last quarter when they had those shots to just give him a slight opportunity and a slight chance. They had like 4 behinds, I think, in that last quarter. Crucial behinds. Adelaide had Taylor Walker kicking 2 from the impossible. So that's going to be it for the stream. I'll probably see you tomorrow. Footy Flick, stop overreacting, mate. If you're going to come in with that mindset heading into the rest of the season, then I hope you guys don't make it for that sake. Still have belief, all right? You could probably still beat Collingwood. You beat Collingwood when they were first and you guys were like bottom 4. I think I'll be Suns Richmond, but there's a slight chance that doesn't happen. But I think it'll happen. So I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.